it started pouring rain. And I thought, this is going to be horrible, horrible. And then when I got back to my hotel that night, somewhere, it was a really bad hotel. And I edited it. I was like, this is really cool. This looks so cool because I'm at a vampire's grave. It's pouring rain. And it was just, oh, thank you. And it was just, I don't know, something about, that's kind of when it changed for me on YouTube, where I was like, okay, I can enjoy going to weird places too. So I was always stressed out. Still am sometimes. I was always stressed. But that, and then there's ones, you know, that mean more to me than others, but every video, if somebody comes up and says, oh, I like that video you did, I'll be like, oh, yeah. And then I can remember exactly what happened that day leading up. But if somebody asks me, have you ever done a video on blank? I'm like, I don't know. And then I have to look. And I'm like, oh, I did. And a lot of videos I haven't put up. Like I have over 200 videos I haven't put up at least. But usually it's, yeah, like there's, I can't remember what I filmed sometimes. You know, sometimes I just can't. Somebody asked me about somebody the other day. I was like, I don't think I ever did. And then they showed me. I was like, oh, I did. And actually, in LA I just flew in from LA yesterday, but last time I was there in November, this is crazy, I went back to a grave, Fred Berry from What's Happening, Rerun. You know, he had a crazy leave with the suspenders. I went, I filmed a full video at his grave, filmed the whole thing, went back to the hotel room, put something in my YouTube studios on my laptop, I'm working. I filmed the exact same video 6 months earlier. No word of a lie, I completely blanked. Because this man came up to me and recognized me, we were talking at his grave back in May of last year. And he just threw me off, but in a nice way. And we hit it off, we were talking, and then I put the video up, and then I went and filmed it again. Not knowing. So, moral of the story, I'm an idiot.
Scott, where can people find you? I found you right here.
On Broadway in Mesa.
Broadway and Mesa?
Scott on Tape, YouTube, Instagram.
Just those.
That's so. Facebook. Yeah.
Facebook.
So why is it half the people here are just having lunch?
Who's having lunch?
That's so funny.
I just feel like, you've been doing this for a while, right?
9 years next month.
9 years. Why the States? Why the United States? I mean, what's their
Well,
interest?
I've done Canada. There's lots more I want to do in Toronto.
Right.
I've only done probably a quarter of the videos I'd want to do in Toronto.
Yeah.
It's anybody that's on YouTube that does the same sort of thing I do. The closer you live to locations,
right,
the longer you put them off.
Yeah.
And that's just the way it goes. But I love, for me to do a channel that's based in pop culture, where am I going to go?
You're looking at it.
United States, has the craziest amount of pop culture, craziest amounts of true crime, let's be honest. I mean, it does. And just, when it comes to famous people,
Right, well.
And that's everything I love, music and movies. I mean, England and the UK for music is something I want to do.
Hockey, too. I mean, have you done...
There are no good hockey teams in the United States.
Okay, you're saying Toronto Maple Leafs, right?
Toronto Maple Leafs.
Leafs.
Go on. This is not going well for you.
I know it's not going very well at all.
I'm kidding, Larry.
I mean, mine was the Coyotes, and the Coyotes are long gone.
Yeah, they went up to Utah, right?
Yeah, the Roadrunners kind of kicked them out.
Yeah.
But I want to thank you for being here with the fans.
Oh, I'm glad to do it, yeah. No, there are great. LA Kings. Love the LA Kings.
Yeah.
I like... no, that's it.
2010 Blackhawks?
Yeah. I hate the Blackhawks.
Oh, yeah, no,
I don't mind. I don't mind the Blackhawks right now because they should be doing so much better, and they still suck.
Agreed.
What's happening?
And I'm from Chicago.
Why,
so
you've had four years with Connor Bedard now, or 3? Like, why can't get it together?
Right.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's whoever. It's a different GM, right, from the 2010s. Yeah.
My day was skating with Gretzky. I got to do that.
You got to skate with Wayne Gretzky?
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
He
was my
good.
idol. He was everything to me growing up.
I was affiliated with the Roadrunners.
Does anybody know? Stop your cameras. Does anybody know?
Graves, true crime locations, stuff like that. Have you ever had anything paranormal or unexplained happen where you're like, this is weird, like you're like a little strange? And then second question, going to some of these locations, have you ever had anything happen where you're like, I feel like I'm really in danger. I gotta get the heck out of here.
Yeah.
Like,
So he asked me if I've had any paranormal. Can everybody hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Any paranormal experiences, or and then part B was any crazy experience where I had to get the hell out of there. So paranormal. I mean, there was. If you saw a video I did with Ricky Rocket, he's from Poison. He's the drummer from Poison. He has a paranormal channel. And it's called, and Ricky Rocket's, oh gosh, he's got 2 channels. Poison drummer and Ricky Rocket's Something Adventures. I should know this. But he hit me up once, and when I was a kid, when I was little, I loved Poison, the band, so much. I mean, I had my father buy me their first album at the mall next to where he worked, and he called me at home. He goes, "Is it the one with the pretty girls on the cover?" I said, "I guess so." I don't know. He brought it home, and it was Poison, because they all have the makeup and the hair. And I'm like, "Dad, that's them." He's like, "Okay." But anyway, so Ricky Rocket and I started doing videos together, which is just, what? What are you talking about? I remember talking to him on the phone. I was like, I'm talking to the guy that, the drummer from one of my favorite bands when I was a little kid. So we went and did this video, and you can see it. He puts flashlights on the grave, and one of them, we turn around, one of them flew off the grave. So that's on my channel. I don't know what it's called. And it's on Ricky's channel. And the girl Lauren that was with us. That was insane.
How long ago was this?
That was probably 3 years ago.
3 years? Okay.
So that's unexplainable to me because there was nobody else up there. It was the middle of. That's what it's called. It was the middle of nowhere. They weren't playing a joke on me.
Right.
And if they were, how would they do that?
Right. I mean, they have a little string or something.
So literally, there was no wind. Flashlight sitting on the headstone, and then I'm talking, and all of a sudden, it went, flew off.
Oh, that's crazy.
That was crazy. Any other crazy? Not really like paranormal.
yeah.
I can't think of. I mean, at David Oman's house that I go to a lot. I was just there yesterday. It was Thursday. I've heard the bell going off. All these things, but and I was just there on Thursday, just hanging out with him to do a video about the Manson house. So I was doing something, and we went into his house to see his new dog, and the bell started going off as soon as I walked in. So he's not faking that. A lot of people think he's faking all this stuff, but he's like, dude, you always bring the spirits.
Yeah.
And he stops. He's looking around like a cat, like, what's that? And I'm like, that's the bell. So what's the second one?
Any like real life danger, like not ghost related or anything like that, where you're just like, okay, this is sketchy. Like I'm afraid we're gonna get shot or something. Let's get out of here.
Vancouver, Hastings Street.
Okay.
If anybody knows Hastings in Vancouver, it's where they filmed Jason Takes Manhattan. That street is probably the most dangerous street in Canada. I got a couple of bottles thrown at me in the alleyway, and then.
Is that like gangs and stuff?
No, it's people on the street that are struggling with addiction. So it's known for its heroin.
Their home is on the street.
Yes,
basically.
and then you can't walk through there at night.
Right.
We drove through there, and exactly what you said. It's their home.
Right.
So I'm not going to film it. I'm there to do the Jason thing like that. But yeah, I got chased out of Crenshaw 2 years ago. That's still video. I still got to finish that video by the Crips, and it was just because it was a private home, and I made a mistake. But that was I'm here. Here. No, yeah. Where's Jody Arias?
Here.
That's
Yeah,
here.
That's here.
That's on the video. The neighbor came out. The neighbor came out and was screaming at me.
Their kids. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the child.
Not
Yeah.
nice over there.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Whatever happened to her?
she didn't chase me off, but she was blocking the house from view, and I'm very I'm not, especially in the United States. I'm not going to be confrontational because I can get in trouble.
Yeah.
Like trespassing, kicked out. So I just. But for some reason, she drove me insane. Because I had already finished. I said, doesn't matter, I already finished filming. She was, well, get out of here then. I said, no. And then we were just back and forth. And it's on video, I think. I think I left it in the video.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I saw that video. You were at the park. Most of
She
the
was
time.
not. Yeah, I was in the park and the kid was throwing basketballs behind me, missing every shot.
Yep.
That was more interesting to me than the story.
Wow.
Little LeBron.
All right, so
Yeah. Yeah, that was, I mean, pretty much if I look at it, I'd have to look at a list of videos of all my videos and be like, oh yeah, that time there's, but for the most part, I've never had a problem. Like, people get the Menendez house in Beverly Hills, everybody that goes by there gets yelled at. I was just there a couple days ago for something.
Interesting.
And I stopped, I was looking at it, I filmed a little bit, but all depends on how you do it, I think. And if you've got this, but attached to lights, and then a thing, and a mic, looks a little different than carrying a small camera or a phone.
Yeah, definitely.
that's what a lot of people say. Just bring your phone. When you're doing a lot of videos,
Yeah.
because they think maybe you're just taking pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're more
You
likely
know.
to freak out over big cameras.
Yeah.
And when you do private homes, if it's for a true crime or for celebrity homes, I don't care about. Like, because their addresses are there. Every address is fine, but celebrity addresses, when I do my celebrity home tours, they're all, you can find them. So I'll go outside and film them, no problem. But
Like Nirvana.
yeah, Nirvana stuff or anything like that. But private homes, there's one I just did. I haven't put it up yet, but I could see the people in their front window, and I was like, oh. So I got I don't want to be that guy, so I got a quick shot. But my friend who lives in Erin, who's been on my channel, she's gonna go back and get a better shot. But what I always say is, if you're doing YouTube and you're filming somebody's house, you don't have to show anything around it. All you have to do is show the house. You blur the address. Try not to get a car with a license plate because
Right.
you don't want. But also, how many people are sitting in their living room waiting for somebody to? Are you when you're at home? No. Somebody could be outside my house right now filming. I wouldn't know.
Breaking
Even
that
more.
lady does.
But I just try to be respectful and get in and out, as quick as possible.
No.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good questions, Vince.
Do you have any Arizona bucket lists? Any things on your list to do, and how long are you here?
I'm here till next Friday, and from Monday afternoon till early Friday, I'm north of Phoenix. I'm outside the city roughly. I am outside. But when I came here 4 years, it's been 4 years since I've been here. I spent a week here, then flew to LA. Oh no, I drove to LA. Did a whole bunch of videos on that road trip that I've never put up because they all sucked. Because the desert was so windy and loud on that trip. And then I drove back and did maybe 2-3 videos. So everything I really wanted to do in Phoenix area, like Jody areas, Can't Buy Me Love, filming locations, which is Tucson. Bill and Ted I did, but I never put it up. I love Bill and Ted, but Sean did the best.
I worked on it.
Oh, you worked on the movie? Wow.
Yeah, I remember it.
My good friend, if you know Sean Clark,
I love them.
if you know Sean Clark, I love him to death. He was the one that just called me. When I saw his back, like I always put up my videos. I don't care if somebody else did the same videos as me. I saw his. I'm not really into it as much as he was. I saw his. I was like, that's good enough. And then when Sean comes and stays with me in Toronto, he films a bunch of horror locations. He's like, aren't you gonna make a video? Aren't you gonna make a video? I'm like, no, I want you to make a video. I just want to see the locations and you do all the hard work. I'll drive you around. And that was the same with our good friend Adam. Adam would always be like we went to the Evil Dead location, wherever that is, in North Carolina or something. Is it North Carolina? He would always say to me, we spent a lot of time together. He would say, aren't you going to make a video? Aren't you going to make a video? I'm like, no. I'd rather just chill and, my videos take longer because like 2 or 3 days, different locations. I was like, no, I want to see all these filming locations or this location, and then you get to go and work on it all day. Because filming locations are the hardest thing to do, believe it or not. They're the easiest to find, and you can just point the camera and say that's where they filmed it. That's great, but it's the afterwards.
I look for places that are hard to find. I'm in Arizona. I'm up north. I'm doing a bunch of Charlie Sheen stuff where people don't even know I'm up.
Beyond the Law.
I got 20 places that people you might know.
I worked on the movie.
Okay, so you worked on the movie.
Yeah, I worked on the
I'm working
movie.
with some people that work on the movie.
Jackass Acres.
Bill Holmquist.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm actually headed to the river down here where they did the wedding shootout to do some
Right.
pictures and.
Down New River.
I thought that was out. No, it's not New River. It's actually the Salt River.
The Salt River when they did that one scene. I know what you're
Yep.
talking
So
about.
I'm learning that a lot of things on the internet are wrong.
Oh, yeah.
I'm this crazy but we'll talk later. I curate and find places.
Oh, cool.
I find them unknown.
Do you know Paul from Then and Now Movie Locations?
I'm not really in the network that much,
Right.
but I will be in the future.
Do you know Paul Then and Now? I didn't call him to tell him I was coming, and not just because I've been so busy in LA.
Because he's been
But he's here.
right. Oh,
And
yeah.
him and I filmed together 4 years ago. A lot of people don't realize, like when you, especially for filming locations, Dom, you know, I mean, you did some of this. We don't find them.
Yeah.
A lot of movie locations I have found, like when I did Brokeback Mountain, walking into the middle of BC mountains, I found those, knowing they were around. They might have find them.
Right.
But a lot of times when I'm doing film locations nowadays, it's all on your phone.
Yeah.
And this guy Paul, who lives here, he's the OG.
Yeah.
He's the one that found everything. And I'll call him. I'll text him in the middle of the night. I'll be like, dude, do you think you can find out where this is? He'll be like, what kind of building is it? Blah, blah. 5 minutes later, he texts me back. He's like, it's here. I'm like, how do you do it? He's like, I just know what I'm doing.
Because
So,
they're not
yeah,
all
he-
easy. They're not.
I think he
all.
works for the FBI.
You never know. Like when Near Dark, when Sean and I worked on that, we couldn't find a house that was filmed for the exterior. So he had somebody that he knew to try to help find it.
Right.
Because it's been, what, 40
Oh, I know
years?
Sean.
28?
I know Sean's guy. Sean's guy lives overseas.
Right.
Yeah, that he calls.
How
yeah,
does
yeah.
he find stuff like it? Was just crazy. But we found a place, and Sean's like, yeah, this is 1,000% it.
Yeah.
But it's not the easiest thing to do. to be honest
Sean's
with
the
you.
best. Any other questions? More questions?
I do have one.
Oh, yeah.
So you're from another Scott, dearly departed. He's always in Cali.
Yeah.
Scott Michaels. Okay, I didn't know if you guys knew.
So Scott Michaels runs Dearly Departed, Find the Death, the website.
Yeah.
So his tours were there's 2 tours that were in Hollywood. Graveline Tours is still there. And then, was his called Dearly Departed?
I think it was called Dearly Departed, yeah.
He had the van. So when I first went to LA in 2012, my best friend and I, he fell asleep as soon as we got into town because we were exhausted. I went out and I stood at the corner of Sunset and Laurel Canyon because it was my first time in LA. I was like, holy shit. Like, and there's the Chateau Marmont. I was like dumbfounded because this is my life's dream to be there. This is 2012. So we woke up next morning, he's like, where do you want to go? I'm like, Melrose Place in 90210. Where else? So we did that. Later on that day, we filmed a whole bunch of stuff. He goes, where are we going to go now? So I got to go try and meet Scott Michaels. He's like, who's that? And I explained to him, he's like, is he famous? I'm like, to me? So he said, oh, so we went to the office, he dropped me off and parked up the street, waited for me. I walked into that, this is before they were on Santa Monica, this is their old building up on Hollywood Boulevard, like East Hollywood. I think it's where it was. Anyway, Scott Michaels is great. He knows everything about death. And I walked in, and he was sitting behind the desk, and I went, Scott Michaels! And he looked up like, oh my God, somebody's here to kill me. Yeah, because people do yell at him. So I went up and told him I was a big fan. We became friends, yeah. And he was in my Palm Springs video. We did a Q&A video. We did a couple of Palm Springs. We did 2 or 3 me, him, and Steve visiting Graveside Steve. That was a while ago. And just last night, a video that I put up in 2018 or 2019 from Palm Springs. I don't see all the comments, but for some reason YouTube will sometimes select comments that will flash on my screen. So last night it was a video that I did literally 8 years ago. Somebody wrote, oh God, where's my phone? You gotta hear this. This is 7 years ago, at least. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, and I don't know how I happened to see this comment. Oh God. The pictures, everybody, this doesn't make sense. Oh my God. I want to read you. Well, this one was nice. Good presentation. I want to read you exactly what this person wrote. Oh, bye, Lindsay. Thank you so much.
Sorry, guys.
Thank you so much. I'll see you. Yeah.
I gotta slow show.
Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Thank you. I can't find it. Anyways, they wrote, this is such a bad video. You need to learn how to do better research. That's all they wrote. And it's like 7 years ago. And I just wrote back, no.
Good. Good.
Because I was so tired, but I was like, I don't know if you know, sometimes when somebody writes a mean comment to me, I get it all the time, hair, whatever, I can take it. But if somebody writes something where they're trying to be clever or funny, I'm like, no. So I highlighted and put it on my Instagram. I used to blur out the name, now I don't anymore. But anyways, this is a bad presentation, learn how to do better. And I said, no, I can't. That's all I can do.
All right. You hold it. Stupid.
What do you want, a picture or a video?
No, video. It's not me. You.
What do you want?
Us.
It's not even there.
Us. There.
Okay.
All right. Scott, thank you. All right.
Say something, right?
Right,
What do you, I don't
say
know what you
something.
want me to say. Thank you, Larry.
Check out the yourself adventures.
I feel like I'm holding a Harry Potter wand.
Well, it's either that or a.
Yeah, check out Be Yourself. Well, they've already checked it out because they're watching.
People don't know if they
I can't
check
tell them to check it out if they found you.
it.
Keep watching.
Well, keep watching.
Keep watching.
Right.
Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell. You should be saying watch my channel. And then when
Yeah,
I do
watch Scott on tape.
no, I don't know how to do research. I have to do better.
DVD, Scott on DVD. Scott on DVD.
No, I'm kidding. Watch Be Yourself.
Yeah, be myself and you be.
I'll be whoever.
You be who you are. Okay, so thank you.
Thank you,
I
man.
appreciate it. We're going to do some more stuff, right?
sure.
Some more adventures?
Yeah.
I live up north.
Okay.
All right.
All right, man.
Let's do it.
Thanks
Thank
a
you,
lot.
guys. Peace.
Yeah.